But yeah, this is kind of my Gobblegum loadout this game. I think I'm gonna change it though, to just this. Shopping Free can be off, and it can be replaced with Killjoy, and Fatal Contraption can be replaced with Alchemical. I recently prestiged, guys, and this can be replaced with max ammos. Pretty much we're gonna be playing a private match of the Giant, trying to get to around 50 plus. Here's my goal, guys. Alright, as you can see, if I go to my barracks, if I go to my high rounds, the Giant, my Kino, and down, I'm going to try and get to around 50 on every single map. Alright. And maybe even around 100. So, you know, if I can get to around 100 on Ascension, great. Horizon, great. Kino, great. Rev, great. Shadows, great. Giant, great. Origins, probably not very possible. Moon, probably not very possible. Noct, I mean, depends. Gorod, maybe. Again, it depends. Verruct, probably not. Zetsubo, it's possible, but I need to do the Easter egg. Shang, fuck Shang. I'm probably gonna get to like round 20. It's my highest round ever on that, and Shino, it's very possible. But the maps I'm gonna be going for around 100 are mainly these four and this. Shadows is a pretty easy map, but you have to like be strategic. As you can see, I have some good kills. Shit. My main goal is to get the Wonder off, though.
Future hangs by a thread. We must awaken the test subjects.
Must awaken the test subjects. I'm pretty sure that's them trying to tell Richtofen to awaken the Ultimates crew.
Field report. Dimensional insertion point was off. We were too late. Richtofen interrupted established continuity. What happens next is uncertain. Allied operatives MIA. I have no
Now he started talking about how he has to do the mission alone.
Infestation confirmed. Positive identification of 115 on site. As expected, my memory's slipping. Unable to determine current jump count to this location. 2 at least, maybe more.
My main goal is to get to the box. So. You just
Having failed to secure the intel, the test subject's location is currently unknown.
Damn it, Richtofen! Why do you always have to screw everything up?
you see, like, that is not the OG Dempsey. He's talking about like how test subjects and stuff like that. I feel like that cutscene shouldn't happen since technically Richtofen, the reason why he killed himself was because he needed to put himself in the summoning key. I feel like that cutscene should be exclusive to people who have done the Shadows of Evil Easter egg. Alright, like if you did the Shadows of Evil Easter egg, you can get an exclusive cutscene just so you can see Richtofen kill himself. No. Like, I get it. The point of this map is to be like right after Shadows of Evil, but like seriously.
Where the hell does this thing keep 160 rounds?
I love Dempsey still. Like, he is honestly my favorite character. Like, you can't really lie. He's gonna be a lot of people's favorite character. Like, he's one of my favorites, you know. I mean, what I really want to do is some Easter eggs, but like, I have a community that I go in to do all my Easter eggs, so I'm like, I just want to see what this community is up to, you know, just like go into it and say, hey yo, who's trying to do like revelations or something like that. Like, I usually will message this group chat for revelation. But here's the thing that I don't understand. Alright, first of all, the most useless thing in this game is like buying doors. Like, alright, you get points, I get it. You buy the box, you buy doors, you buy guns. I get it, it's to make the game more challenging, but realistically, you wouldn't be buying shit, you're just using this box. Oh shit, that scared me. But like, I'm gonna be straightforward. The realisticness is like very poor. Cause like, alright, on this map, this is literally the exact place that the cutscene takes place in. This is the spot where it takes place, and I'm pretty sure. This is the teleporter, and then they just kind of jump off of here at the cutscene. So I'm pretty sure they do it right here. Alright, so I don't get that when they go off that thing, they somehow teleport to this pad right here. If the cutscene took place right here, that'd make a lot of sense. But if the cutscene took place in there, that makes sense to have a spawn in there. For that to be the spawn point. That's the thing that I don't get, and I'm actually just gonna end game since I don't really want to play this map much. I'm not a huge fan of maps where you can't build a shield and shit. Because if you can't build a shield, what's the purpose of getting to around like 50? You know? But I'm gonna go for every map and go where you should spawn compared to where you actually spawn. And at least a little bit more, I'm gonna go into expansion on that. Because, of course, most places the cutscene takes place in a completely different area. Alright, and some maps, I'm gonna say, it's pretty obvious where you should spawn. I was one off of the shopping free. I don't really care though. I'll take the cash back. Alright, so pretty much on Shadows, I feel like that first door should already be open because people meet there. I'm pretty sure that's where they mainly meet. The giant, it should be near the teleporter on the right. Drak, that place, it makes sense. You go up the gondola. Zetsubo, they should be next to the docks area. That, where they spawn, I'm pretty sure isn't near the docks. Gorod, I'm pretty sure they get there through, like, jumping out of an area, so I mean, it makes sense to spawn there. Revelations, again, it makes sense. They leave the house. Nocturne Toten, it really makes all the sense it can. Verrucht, it doesn't make sense. Like, that one middle door should be open. Ascension, it makes sense. They take a lunar lantern to get there. Moon, it doesn't really make the most sense on how they get to the pack punch area, but it also makes sense on how, like, where they spawn in. But I feel like on Moon, when you teleport, they should spawn, or they should go to that one teleporting area right above the NPD. Shino, it doesn't make too much sense unless they were parachuting down. Shang, I don't even know how they got there. Kino, it makes probably the most sense because for most of these maps there is no cutscene. Like, the only maps where there's like a cutscene is Nocturne Toten, Origins, and then all the BO3 maps. But Kino, you teleport there and you start on that teleporter. And Origins, of course, it kind of makes sense since that's where they all meet up. But the thing is that a lot of these maps, the spawn location should be different, if not just a little bit of a change. But the biggest one is the giant, since the pack punch isn't where they spawn. And also, from what I hear, Revelations is actually the only map that shows a perk in its little thing, in its picture. So as you can see here, this is showing, like, looks at it, that's Burlesque, and that area of the map. And I get it, when they're showing it, they shouldn't be showing mainly the spawn, because, like, well, I mean, the spawn is a very small area, and it's kind of a cooler area here. Here they show the spawn, and actually, right to the left, they cut out where the perk machine is. Here, they kind of show the entire map. They show a little bit of spawn, because at the bottom, that's where you spawn. Here, they kind of show one of the generators, I believe. Then they show some spores. Here, they just show the dragon, and then one of those giant robots. And actually, I just realized this is another place that shows the robot on the top. But here, you can see the house, you can see the perk machine. Here, there is no perk machine, so, like, this is the first ever zombies picture. This one, you can kind of just see Verrucht. Here, you can just see the rocket. Here, you can see the Earth and, like, a little bit of Griffin Station. Here, you can see spawn area. Here is the spawn area. Here is the alleyway. And then there's just our 4 characters. So guys, I'm going to play a little bit of public. I should get into a party first though. And I'm also going to start asking people if they want to do, like, the Revelations Easter egg. You know. And of course, once we get to the 3rd step, guys, we are going to be collecting the Wisp. If you don't know what Revelations Wisp is, what you have to do is you have to get ready. So you have to start off by doing the first 2 steps, and on the 3rd step you should have Sophia going into the Kino der Toten teleporter where you actually just stand, and then it'll teleport you to Samantha's room. But if right before that step you go and you grab this wisp. You can actually put into the teddy bear or into the mystery box area, and then it'll make every gun pack a punch. Which, the thing is, people call it fully upgraded. Here's the only things that are fully upgraded. Are the wonder weapons. And everything that can't be double packed. If it can be double packed, it is technically not fully upgraded. Alright. Well, yeah, it's kind of interesting how Mob of the Dead actually had the Bloodhound before Shadows have respawned with the M1911, because in the cutscene for Mob of the Dead, they use a Bloodhound. I kind of hate how Black Ops 4 did everything. Like, Black Ops 3 is one of those zombies games that nobody will ever hate, and people will still be playing in like 10 years. Or guaranteed diamond. Let me get them Travis Scott X Air Jordan 1. So guys, we're gonna go into my community and we are going to see the number of people who would like to see the shit. Like, anybody wanting to do Revelations. For some reason, one of mine doesn't really have anybody messaged at all. Most recent message is doing BO4 Easter eggs, message me if you need help. And then the most recent one was by me saying anybody for Revelations last night. Alright guys, I'm pretty much trying to do like Rev and Shadows and like, you know, anything in between. Let's see what some of the more recent ones are. 1 PS3 BO2 Easter eggs. FN7 must be USA, all DLCs, Discord, tag your tone, anybody. Alright, here's the thing. I don't think anybody wants to play Black Ops 2 Easter eggs. Mainly people are going to be trying to do BO3 Easter eggs. Codename Pizza says hi guys, so people are just kind of... I'm going to read some of these messages. I'm still looking for some help. What was the first message? Need 3 people for Shadows. So I decided to put Rev or Shadows because those are the 2 I want to do. Revelations is probably my favorite just because of like the whole thing, and then Shadows, don't know much. There's not much more to say. But I have Origins and Horizon. Down Gobblegum Pack. This Gobblegum Pack will be available in the Gobblegum machine. Find a Gobblegum machine to use Gobblegum. You see, I like how they transitioned from Black Ops 2 to 3, but 3 to 4 was just, no. People say that Black Ops 4, storyline-wise, was probably the best Call of Duty game in the way of zombies. Because, of course, it had the end of the Ether storyline. But Black Ops 3 is like better in the way of gameplay and maps. Like Black Ops 4, the only reason why people will play Black Ops 4 is mainly for the Easter eggs. The only good maps, in my opinion, that it really had was like 9, like the map 9, IX or whatever. Alright, now there was a bit So here's the main things, alright? So Shadows of Evil, great map, everybody loved it. Like, pretty much, it's like transit, but without the fog, is what people kind of say. Because there's, of course, the tram, but this is a much, much improved version. The giant, and also the Easter egg, once you complete it, it's like, gets you ricked off. And like, when people first completed it, everybody's like, holy shit, like, this is big boy time. He just took the summoning key, and now we kind of know the big thing, and everybody's like, oh my god. The giant, everybody kind of was like, this is just a remake of Darius. Darius was a great map. Not too many high rounders, though. Well, at least, like, it was a good map for high rounds, but at the same time, not the best map in history. But it was just a good thing to come back to, especially since the storyline with this, and also he had Primus coming back. Horizon, arguably the best map ever. A lot of people still love this map because, of course, you had 4 elemental bows, and this is the first ever boss fight released by Treyarch. Now, technically, Shadows of Evil had the fucking Shadow Man, technically a boss fight, but it's debatable. The Shadow Man boss fight wasn't really a boss fight. It was more of, you're in the Pack-Punch room, shoot him a couple times. If you fail, meet Margie. And then you had to do that whole train step. Horizon, you got into a new room, you got teleported to a room that you've never seen, and you had to fight this big fucking keeper. Now, I'm kind of curious on how many times people failed this boss fight before they actually discovered how to complete it, and I don't know how you would discover that. I'm just gonna see if anybody replied to my message. Alright, no. But definitely a great thing, and then you just had to launch the rocket. Zetsubo had... It was like the worst map in this game. However, people still play it because the Marshall 16s, the camping spot, and like the exclusive weapons on this map were some of the best. And Gorod, a lot of people love this map. You had the dragon, you had the Nikolai boss fight, bro. Revelations wasn't as much of a like map, mainly because the entire thing was just spoon-fed. Like, literally, nobody cared. This map was like, pretty much what happened was like 2 to 3 people, or pretty much what happened was on, so let's go over it. So, on Shadows of Evil, you had to do a huge quest to get this Margwa kill. You had to kill a bunch of parasites, and you had to open pods, and you got the Apothicon. On Revelations, hit the box 5 times, and you could get the Apothicon. Horizon Drac, you had to kill a Panzer, activate the rocket at the right time, and I believe you had to activate the rocket. You had to like hold this one button down, and then you had to, what's it called? You had to activate the Death Ray, and then you could build the Ragnaroks. Now, the rocket testing was a big issue, and not many people could do it that well. Revelations, spoon-fed. Zetsubo, you had to do this whole quest just to get the KT-4. Alright, and also on Shadows, you couldn't even upgrade the Apothicon to get more ammo for it, which was annoying. You had to have alchemical. But on Zetsubo, pretty much, it was like you had to do this huge quest that I still don't even do to get the KT-4 and then the Massive Nune. On Revelations, again, just hitting the box, but you can't get that. Gorod, Crovy, and also you had to do the Skovnon Subway. Gorod, you had to do this huge quest to get the Dragon Gauntlet or whatever. And then the Raygun Mark III was just a box hit. But, like, Hold on, give me like 10 minutes. Revelations though was probably the most spoon-fed map. You could get the Apothicon from the box. The Thunder Gun was a box, which I mean, almost every map that the Thunder Gun's been in, it's been a box hit. Alright, you just hit the box and get everything. And also, they spoon-fed you more ammo for the Apothicon. All that people wanted on Shadows was an Apothicon servant upgrade. On this, you just had to shoot 5 things with the Apothicon. They could have made it so you had to do this whole Easter egg bunch, and you had to, like, shoot those 5 things, then, start knifing a couple of symbols, do the wall run on Der Eisendrache, and then, and by wall run I mean you have to, like, hit all those things that would usually give you the BRM wall buy. Then you had to, like, shoot something in the house, and then go to the Pack-a-Punch, wait for the mist, and kill a Margwa. And that'd be a hard thing to do. People would take so long to do that. That'd probably take a long time. Alright, now, the first bit leading up to the Margwa probably wouldn't take too long. But, I mean, the RNG that you need to do, you need to, like, probably train a Margwa until the mist comes. And then you could upgrade it, though. That'd be, like, so long, and yet kind of worth it. I mean, let's go think of a better upgrade process in a minute, but I'm just gonna, like, okay, let's just see if anybody's responded. I got a notification. Somebody replied to my post. What's up, Diggity Dogs? I'll be back. I'm just gonna clean my room. I'll be back. Oh shit, I'm in game. Sorry, I was in game chat. Not much, how about you?